As we told you, the defense has made clear that they plan on arguing that Kohberger has an alibi. Well, here's what we know. In August, defense attorney Ann Taylor and her team filed a formal statement disclosing that Kohberger plans to use an alibi defense. She's required to tell the court that. But she teased that it would be a unique one. From the filing, quote, Mr. Kohberger has long had a habit of going for drives alone. Often he would go for drives at night. He did so late on November 12th and into November 13th, 2022. Mr. Kohberger is not claiming to be at a specific location at a specific time. At this time, there is not a specific witness to say precisely where Mr. Kohberger was at each moment of the hours between late night November 12th and early morning November 13th, 2022. He was out driving during the late night and early morning hours of November 12th through 13th, 2022. Counsel for Mr. Kohberger is aware that case law broadens the definition of alibi with the statutory requirement of a specific location to more broadly include disclosure of information that tends to state the person claiming alibi was at a place other than the location of an offense. Mr. Kohberger has complied to the extent possible at this time. Corroboration of Bryan Kohberger not being at 1122 King may be brought out through cross-examination of the state's witnesses. At this time, Mr. Kohberger cannot be more specific about the possible witnesses and exactly what they will say. The defense has been hampered by the state's own choices. The state chose a secret grand jury rather than the planned preliminary hearing. Had the state moved forward with the preliminary hearing, the defense would have had the opportunity to develop testimony through cross-examination and witness presentation. End quote. That's it. That's his, quote, alibi. He was out driving alone. But there also may be corroboration of him not being at the location brought out through some unspecified future cross-examination of someone and witness presentation, but we don't know of exactly whom. Now, we do know that Kohberger's neighbor in Washington state said that Kohberger was often active at night. But what about that night, November 12th, leading into the 13th? Could there be more to the story? His lawyers have been diligent. They have pounded the courthouse table with motions, a rat-a-tat-tat of demands for discovery, objections to protective orders, and so on. Even a curious request for the personnel files of 3 of the cops who played a role in helping to clamp the cuffs on Kohberger. It's a seemingly desperate strategy that has left the Moscow, Idaho authorities bemused, Howard Bloom reports. In the second-floor detective shack of the Moscow Police Department building, the mood is, he says, haughty and confident. SODDI, the cops taunt derisively. Some other dude did it. EnviroCleanse just announced a huge holiday sale. Let me tell you why this is important. They're predicting another triple-demic this year, and the best way to fight a cold or a flu is to just not get it in the first place. And with their limited time holiday sale, you will save 30%. So why EnviroCleanse over all the others? Because EnviroCleanse is proven to capture and destroy cold and flu viruses other purifiers miss. EnviroCleanse's military-grade technology wipes out bacteria, toxins, and mold that can make you sick. That's why the Navy chose EnviroCleanse to protect the air on board our Navy ships. Get EnviroCleanse for your home before a virus affects your whole family. Right now, you'll save 30% during their holiday sale, plus get fast free shipping. Visit ekpure.com and use code Megyn30 for 30% off your order. ekpure.com, code Megyn30. ekpure.com. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.